What's up and welcome to Versus Battle Cards. Today we finally reached the Season 4 finale. And what a finale we have. Facing Omni-Man on Death Battle may not have worked out for this guy, but we've got another evil Superman archetype for him that's just his size. We have Hal Stewart as Titan from Megamind versus John Vogelbaum as Homelander from The Boys. Which one of these corrupted caped crime fighters will come out on top? Let's find out. According to the Discord poll, it's a massive stomp for Titan. This is one of the biggest vote stomps we've ever gotten on this show. Will Homelander suffer as bad as he did against Omni-Man again? Or will he pull the upset of the century? Let's dive in and find out. Starting off with the Arsenal category, and it may get a bit repetitive. As evil Superman archetypes, they both have Superman's basics, but there are a couple surprises in there. As for Titan, he got a very Hercules-like physique, which tells us he's super strong. He's also pretty indestructible, being able to smash through walls and take attacks from Megamind's death bots with no scratches or bruises. He can fly at ridiculously crazy speeds, and of course, one of his strongest abilities is his heat vision. It can burn and melt things or slice things in half. Then he has X-ray vision. Now we haven't seen Metro Man or Titan use X-ray vision in Megamind. But there is a bonus short called The Button of Doom, where Megamind creates a suit that recreates all of Metro Man's powers, and that includes X-ray vision. Considering Titan was created with Metro Man's DNA, it's not unreasonable to assume he has that X-ray vision too. Another ability Titan hasn't shown, but he should have, because Metro Man had it, is Metro Man's super speed, where he slows down his perception of time to a near standstill. Titan does have a weakness though, and no, it's not copper. That's a fake weakness Metro Man came up with to fake his death. No, his weakness is that his powers are artificial. Metro Man's DNA was injected into him, and as such they can also be extracted. There's another weakness that they both share, their temper. They're so arrogant and full of themselves that even the tiniest bit of humbling can set them off. And Homelander is powerful enough for his hissy fits to do some damage. He also has Superman's abilities of super strength, invulnerability, and flight. And he has some of the scariest heat vision I've ever seen. It works just about the same as any other heat vision, but I don't like it, it's scary. He has X-ray vision too, which he uses for non-superhero purposes. I guess he doesn't really need it that much, considering he also has super hearing. If he can't see what's going on, he could just listen in. Another extra ability he has is his supersonic screaming. He can yell at the top of his lungs so loud, it creates a shockwave and ruptures the eardrums of anyone who hears. Homelander does have another weakness though beyond the previously mentioned temper. His powers, like Titan's, are also an injection, called Compound V. Instead of being extracted, they can be shut down by extreme amounts of radiation, like from Soldier Boy's attacks. But despite that weakness, I'm gonna have to give the Arsenal category to Homelander. Now at first they seem to be on equal footing, with both of them having Superman's basics plus extra abilities of their own, like Titan's super speed and Homelander's supersonic screaming. But Homelander also has super hearing, and Titan's super speed is something we haven't really seen him do before. He may not know how to use it. So, with Homelander having better senses and more familiarity with his powers, I think he gets this point. Let's see what the YouTube predictions are thinking though. When we come to the speed category, it seems like it'd be pretty simple to figure out. Titan wins because of his super speed ability, but that's just what it is, an ability, something he has to activate. It's not Titan's natural speed. While Metro Man's super speed allows him to complete a full day's worth of activities in a single frame of a camera, which comes out to relativistic speeds, we've only been able to see Titan move naturally quick enough to create sonic booms at Mach 1, and Megamind has dodged his heat vision before. Metro City is supposedly based somewhere in Michigan, the tallest building there being over 700 feet. In order for Titan's heat vision to reach the ground from that height in a fraction of a second like it did, he'd have to be nearing at least Mach 5. As for Homelander, he can also fly at supersonic speeds, creating shockwaves. He's flown from Washington, D.C. to New York in a short amount of time, and from the US to Syria in a short amount of time. His heat vision is also quick enough to tag flying planes and speeding jets. But he was also able to outpace Madeline Stillwell exploding at point-blank range, saving Billy Butcher in the process. Avoiding an explosion like that would be at least Mach 10. So naturally, Homelander takes the edge. Titan's only ahead in speed when his super speed ability is active, which we haven't seen him do. So speed seems like a tie. Strength-wise, Titan completely takes the cake. He's able to kick around cars and vehicles with complete ease, he's able to tear up and throw this gigantic skyscraper, and his heat vision is wicked strong. He's able to write his own name in the streets with it, and he can explode this huge mass of Megamind's brain bots, the results of which hit over 800 tons of TNT, enough to wipe out multiple city blocks. And for consistency, he should be comparable to Megamind's Metro Man copying suit, which could toss this giant Megamind robot, resulting in 600 tons of TNT, still multi-city block level. Homelander can bust through walls with ease, he can survive being hit by cars, survive massive explosions that destroy buildings, and he can fly through airplanes and destroy them or burn them down with his heat vision. And he can go toe-to-toe with Soldier Boy, whose radiation blast was stated to be so powerful it could wipe out a city block. In fact, he's fought off a Billy Butcher powered by Temp V, Soldier Boy, and Temp V powered Huey all at once, so he should be a bit stronger than that. However, it's still not enough to match Titan's multi-city block levels of power, so Titan takes strength. Let's see what the Discord predictions are thinking though. And just as easily as Titan took strength, Homelander's going to take this final category. Titan may have been training with Megamind on how to use his new powers for a few weeks or maybe even up to a month, but Homelander has had his entire life to experiment, play with, have fun with, and see what his unmatchable abilities could really do. Homelander may not have had many chances to go up against someone who's his equal, but neither has Titan. Both of them are big fish in small ponds, only Titan's pond is more like a puddle. And despite being the arrogant brat that he is, Homelander is the smarter of the two. Not only is he really good at using his powers to physically intimidate others, but he can mentally intimidate them too. So, with all of this said, the winner of this final fight, the Season 4 finale, is Homelander. And this was an extremely close one. I made winner screens for both characters just in case something popped up that changed my mind. Now, Homelander obviously won in experience and intelligence. But arsenal-wise, he pretty much only won that category because he could hear slightly better than Titan. Strength-wise, Titan was only ahead by a couple dozen tons of TNT, and speed-wise, Homelander was only ahead by a couple times the speed of sound. Now I know what you're thinking. What about Metro Man's super speed, which would undoubtedly make Titan so fast Homelander couldn't even touch him? But remember, super speed is a completely separate power entirely, and doesn't match his natural speed where he was outpaced by Megamind on multiple occasions. On top of that, Titan has never used this ability, has never even attempted to use it, and doesn't even show knowledge that he has it. Don't get me wrong, he should have it because he's injected with Metro Man's DNA and all of his powers. But if Titan's entire and only win condition is based on something he's never used, never attempted to use, and doesn't even know he has, it just doesn't sit right with me. The winner is Homelander. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you for predicting in this episode. We don't have a next time because it's the season finale, so there's nothing for you to predict, but I will be making a presentation where I reveal the next season premiere, along with a bunch of other matchups. There's gonna be other activities too. So instead of a prediction, I have two tasks for you. 1. In the comments below of this video, leave questions and I will answer them in a Q&A for the Season 5 presentation. And 2, go back to any previous episode in this entire series that you may disagree with, and leave why you disagree, and I'll debate them. And I guess I'll at least leave you with a hint of the Season 5 premiere if you want to guess. I mean, it is going to be pretty exciting to see which of these fighters has the key to victory. That was the hint. See you guys next time.